What's up, guys, man? You know I'm coming at you with that fire, with that up in flames fire. I've been saying I'm going to get to this for a while, man. And I'm excited to do this because I know that this is newer Nicki. So shout out to everybody that recommended this. I'm going to get into it, man. I apologize. I know it's been a minute. I'm going to try to get a little bit more consistent. I'm trying to get you at least 2 to 3 videos per week. At the very least, I'm going to try to do 1 a day, but I can't make that commitment yet. But I'm going to ramp this up. I caught a cold, so that's... caught a fucking cold, so it kind of like put me back a little bit. So I apologize, man, but let's get into it, man. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Don't forget to check out me on Lost in Vegas with my boy George. George has his own channel too called Rhyme Rate. Make sure you check that out. I'm trying to do a better job of promoting this shit, but man, I just be getting caught up in the bar. Let's just get to it, man. We're going to do Nicki Minaj Up in Flames. This is newer Nicki Minaj. This is off of, let me get this shit up. I don't even know if I have it up here. This is off of Pink Friday, right? And this has got Roman on it too. And I know you got, right? Hold on, let me make sure. Let me not fuck this up. So correction, this is off of Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, The Re-Up, right? 2012. So we're going to get into that. I know Roman's Revenge is very, very highly requested too. So I'm going to get to that too. We're going to start. There's a whole lot of Nicki that I'm going to get to, but I'm trying to do other things too as well, guys. Try to look at some other shit, please. If y'all are just looking at the videos that you like, try to show your boys some love on other shit too. You know what I'm saying? Open up your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it, man. We're going to do Up in Flames, Nicki Minaj. Let's get it. Oop. All right. Okay.
One last time for us to go higher. We are going up in flames. One more night for us to burn brighter. We are going up.
Quick pause. We're going up in flames, right? That's the name of the song. Up in Flames is the name of the song, right? I said In Flames. Up in Flames by Nicki Minaj, right? But it's interesting what they're saying, right? It sounds like a church choir though, right? We're going up in flames. One more night for us to burn brighter. So I don't know if that is kind of a metaphor for us to hit a higher peak, right? You know what I'm saying? Us to, when you say burn brighter, right? Or one last time for us to go higher as well, they said, right? So maybe reach our full potential, right? But when it says one more night though, right? I don't know if it's just live every day like it's your last. To excel, you know what I mean? Maybe. So I don't know. Give me some feedback on that. I just wanted to touch that really quick. So that's the chorus. Let's keep it going.
One last time for us to go higher.
Anyway, little nigga, don't test the kid. Even Maury Povich couldn't test the kid. Even R. Kelly couldn't touch the kid. And even with all your bars, you couldn't text the kid.
Okay. Yeah, she talking that shit. So yeah, I was probably way off with that. You know what I mean? What I thought it was like, because it sounded inspirational. You know what I mean? But I should have known. No, we're going to be talking about some bullshit. No, I'm just joking. No, but what she say? Anyway, little nigga, don't test the kid, right? Self-explanatory. Even Maury Povich couldn't test the kid. Remember the Maury? I don't even know if Maury Povich still comes on. Maybe it does. I don't know. But that was a show where he used to have like badass kids, right? You know what I'm saying? And he would bring in drill sergeants. I think that's what that was. Correct me if I'm wrong. They would like test kids, right? You know what I'm saying? They would like, we're going to send you like to boot camp and type shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's what she's saying. And even R. Kelly couldn't touch the kid. Now we know all about R. Kelly. Even if the world didn't know back then when she was talking about this, back in what, 2012 or something when this came out, we all know about it now because now he's in jail, right? For the shit. They finally got him. Finally got his ass, right? And then she said, and even with all your bars, you couldn't text the kid, right? So double entendre, possibly a triple entendre there, right? You know what I'm saying? Bars on a cell phone signal, bars and rap bars. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with me, right? And cell phone texting, right? So the whole test the kid play, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't test me. I'm not the one to play with. I'll tear you up on this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Maury Povich, you know what I mean? The Maury Povich show, test the kid, right? The boot camp shit, right? R. Kelly couldn't touch the kid, right? You know what I'm saying? And then text the kid, right? So the wordplay there is there already, right? Let's keep it going.
Anyway, little nigga, don't test the kid. Even Maury Povich couldn't test the kid. Even R. Kelly couldn't touch the kid. And even with all your bars, you couldn't text the kid. I got a pool that I never even swam in. Airports that you bitches never land in. They be like, what you doing, Nicki Brandon? Suck a cockpit, prepare for landing. I'm Brandon.
That's slick, right? That's slick. I got a pool that I never even swam in. Airports that you bitches never land in. They be like, what you doing, Nicki Brandon, right? So she said something similar to the landing part in Seeing Green, which was hard, by the way. I think it's one of her best songs. I love that fucking song, man. We did that on Lost in Vegas, and that shit is fucking hard. What did she say? She said something like, fuck it, I had to look it up because it was a hard line. She said, these bitches copy my homework. That's what they hand in. That's why I'm private like the airports I land in. That's what she said. That was hard, right? So that's what that reminded me of. But I know Up in Flames came before that. But that was a play on airports line as well, right? So a pool that I never even swam in. She's just on her big girl talk, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm spending money on shit that I ain't even using yet, right? Because she said something like that in Seeing Green again, Seeing Green as well. She said something like, I bought a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, not to drive it, but to walk around it or something like that, she said. So she's got these cold ass big girl lines, right? Airports that you bitches ain't never land in, which is private airports, or cities that you just don't never even heard about, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it big over here. Then she said, they be like, what you doing, Nicki? And she's like, Brandon, I'm Brandon out there. I'm making a brand out of this. Play on the name Brandon, but also I'm a brand, a mogul, right? I'm making big boss, big girl moves, right? Big woman, whatever you want to do. You know, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to offend nobody. But that was fire, right? Let's keep it going. Nope, but then she finished that up with suck a cockpit, prepare for landing, right? You know what I'm saying? So airport landing strips, you know what I mean? That's a play on that, right? But suck my dick is what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for Nicki's landing. You know what I mean? Nicki has arrived is the way I'm taking that. Let's keep it going.
I got a pool that I never even swam in. Airports that you bitches never land in. They be like, what you doing, Nicki Brandon? Suck a cockpit, prepare for landing. I'm Brandon, I ain't talking about Presley. I keep a sniper, I ain't talking about Wesley.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Why these bitches so press B? Open my trunk, all I gotta do is press B. I'ma violate your asses like Chris.
I can't do the Ryan Isley, man. I'm coming off my voice. My voice is not there yet, so I can't do the Ryan Isley, right? But so she finished the branding scheme off, right? I'm Brandon, and I ain't talking about Presley. I don't know who that is. You guys can give me some feedback on that, but the definition stands, right? She's like, I'm a brand. I'm more than just a musician. I'm a brand out this bitch, right? I'm making big girl, big boss moves, right? I keep a sniper. I ain't talking about Wesley. Yeah, we know Wesley Snipes, right? Movie star, right? But I keep a sniper on me. I keep one on deck. I keep a shooter on me, right? So if you ever want to try me, you know what I'm saying? We can take it into we can go to the streets with it too as well, right? Why these bitches so pressed, B? Right? Why are they so nervous about fucking Nicki, right? Why you feeling so pressed? Like you feel like you're against the clock, right? When somebody's pressed, you know, they got anxiety, like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Nicki's coming, right? And she's like, open my trunk, all I gotta do is press B, right? That's a big boss talk, right? Bentley, right? I got the Bentley trunk. All I gotta do is hit the Bentley sign and my fucking trunk opens up. Fire, right? Just talking her shit. Love it. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep it going.
I keep a sniper, I ain't talking about Wesley. Why these bitches so press B? Open my trunk, all I gotta do is press B. I'ma violate your asses like Chris Stokes. I'm in Sandro Pay on a big boat. On my way to make a Billy like a big goat.
Yeah.
Pull my dick out case you bitches get a slick throat.
Oh, Yo, fucking Nicki is a fool, right? You know what I'm saying? Pull my dick out in case you bitches get a slick throat. You know what I'm saying? I pull a big dick out on you. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, you know what that means, right? You know what I mean? In the literal sense. But she's like, man, if you really want me to kill you on this rap shit, I could pull the big guns out. You know what I mean? I could really kill you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing, right? You know what I'm saying? But I do want to go back to the press B. I think she's saying pressing bitches too, right? Because why these bitches so press B, right? And she said, open my trunk. All I got to do is press B, right? So Bentley, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is right. I mean, but I think it's a double entendre, right? All I got to do is press these bitches, right? You know what I'm saying? The play on why these bitches so press, right? And pressing B on the Bentley. But I'm pressing them. They're scared of me because I'm putting on the pressure. Fire, right? I think that's fire, right? Then she said, I'm going to violate your ass like Chris Stokes. I don't remember quite who that was. I think he was somebody's manager or something back in the day, one of those boy bands or something. And I think he was like getting charged for molestation or something. You guys can give me some feedback on that. But that's funny though, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to violate your ass like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in San Tropez, right? On my big boat, big girl, big boss talk, right? Go my way to make a Billy like a big goat, right? Billy Goat play, but a Billy as in $1 billion, right? And then pull my dick out in case you bitches get a slick throat. Talking your shit, love it. Go ahead, Nicki, talk your shit. So she's been talking on her shit ever since it seemed like she came in the game. She been on that, but let's keep it going. It's funny because I thought this was like some inspirational shit, but I guess it could be inspirational on some bullshit.
One last time for us to go higher. We are going up in flames. One more night for us to burn brighter. We are going up in flames. One last time for us to go higher.
One another round, willing get the rep. Got the clothing line popping and the wigs is next.
Hey.
When I fly, you know G5 is the jet. I'm the motherfucking queen, Elizabeth. Meetings with the president of every network. That is what the fuck I call how to network. My net worth, that net works.
Yeah.
My shooters out in Brooklyn where the net
Yeah. We got to try it. Woo. Well. Whoa. Yeah, I like that network line, right? That shit was hot. But before that, right, she's like, you want another round? Well, let's go get the ref, right? So to play on, a ref that is in a boxing ring or a UFC ring, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want another round with me? Okay, go get the ref. You know what I'm saying? So playing on the fighter, but another round of a rap verse. You know what I'm saying? You want to go another round? Like if you're in a battle, let's get it. Okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the judges out here so that way when I smoke you, it ain't me talking about it's not your word against mine. Fire, right? Got the clothing line popping and the wigs is next, right? So back on my branding shit, right? I'm bigger than just rap. So I'm going to kill you in rap, but I'm also a brand, a mogul on top of it, right? When I fly, you know, G5 is the jet. I'm the motherfucking Queen Elizabeth, right? So G5 jets, right? Queen Elizabeth, I think she passed away. Y'all guys can give me some feedback now. But that was the queen overseas, right? And Europe or whatever case may be. I'm not familiar exact place, so don't kill me on that. I apologize. But she's saying I'm the queen of this rap shit is what she's saying, right? You know what I mean? And I fly big private jets. I don't fly commercial jets. Remember the clip I showed y'all? I forget what reaction that was, a Nicki reaction, where she's like, I don't fly those kind of planes. I only fly private, basically. You know what I mean? But let's talk about the rhyme scheme for a second. Just for a second, let's get back to it, right? When she started this, she said, you want another round? Well, then get the ref. Ref is the rhyme scheme word, right? Ref, next, jet, Beth, right? Elizabeth, right? And then she switched over into the next wordplay scheme, right? Meeting with the president in every network, right? So network is the rhyme scheme, right? And the wordplay rhyme scheme, right? Network, right? That's what the fuck I call how to network, right? So we got meetings with the president of every network, TV network, right? You know what I'm saying? Media network, right? Music network, right? So that's how she's using network in that line, right? And that's what the fuck I call how to network. How to kiss babies and shake hands, right? And try to make relationships with people, which is called networking, right? They have networking meetings and shit, and networking, you pay, I forget what they call them, but they have these networking type of industry specific things that people pay at night and shit. Oh, come to this little networking event and shit, right? But that's how she's using the word network to actually build relationships with people, right? My net worth, right, which is how much money you are worth, right? That net works, right? So net worth is how much money you make, right? How much in assets and everything that you have, right? But that network, but like when she said that net works, your net income is after you pay everything, right? All of your expenses is deducted. This is what you've got after everything. After I've paid all my expenses, this is how much money I have left, which is called your net, right? Your net income. So she said, my net worth, you know what I'm saying? How much money I have in assets and everything, it works for me. That net works, right? So we're using the same word multiple different times. Fire, right? Keep my shooters out in Brooklyn where the nets work. That's fire, right? So networks, right? It's like, what the fuck is that? Obviously, Brooklyn Nets, it used to be the New Jersey Nets, right? It's the Brooklyn Nets basketball team, right? Is out in Brooklyn. She was like, my shooters out in Brooklyn, meaning that, I got people that are thorough in the streets that can get busy, right? Where the Nets play, where the Nets work. Dude, fire. Because the Nets, the basketball teams, that's their job, right? Where the Nets work, right? Where the Nets play basketball, that's their job. That's what they do as a career. They play basketball. Fire, right? Fire. You got to give it up. Let's keep it going.
Meetings with the president of every network. That is what the fuck I call how to network. My net worth. That net works. Keep my shooters out in Brooklyn where the nets work.
Yeah.
Chilling with executives. Check the charts. All my winnings are consecutive. $1 trillion deficit, but y'all don't hear me though. All you bitches deaf as shit. Bitches ain't got punchlines or flow. I have both in an empire also. Sell out shows out in Norway, Oslo. This is the re-up, better cop it while the course low. Flow sick.
Yeah, she wordplaying us to death in this shit, boy. The wordplay in this is crazy, right? So she came off the networks. It's gonna be short. I'm gonna keep this short, man, because I know I can talk too much, man. So we came off the networks, right? Chilling with the executives. Check the charts. My winnings are consecutive, right? $1 trillion deficit, right? So what is she saying there, first of all, right? So she's saying I'm making big moves, right? I'm chilling with high top executives, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you check the charts, you check my numbers, all my winnings are consecutive. So back to back to back to back, I'm just killing the charts. Song after song after song, I'm killing it, right? $1 trillion deficit, but y'all don't hear me though. All y'all bitches deficit. So deficit, consecutives, executives, deficit. That was crazy, right? Wordplay is crazy on that, right? Deficit, right? You don't hear me though. When somebody say you don't hear me though, you're not listening to me. What I'm saying is going over your head, right? You know what I'm saying? But deaf as shit is a play on word, right? You're literally not deaf, but she's playing because you don't hear me though, right? The play on you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm talking over your head, basically, so you deaf as shit, right? Fire. So now she switches up the wordplay scheme to flow, right? That's going to be the new word, right? Bitches ain't got no punchlines or flow. I have both and an empire also, right? Selling out shows out in Norway, Oslo, right? This is the re-up. Better cop it while the cost low, right? So flow. Also, low, cost low, right? So she's word playing us to death, right? The re-up though, but to define what she's saying though, right? Y'all ain't got no punchlines, y'all ain't got no flow. You can't do what I do. I'm giving you punchlines, I'm giving you flow, and I'm giving you wordplay all in the song, which you guys can't do, right? I can do that and also build a brand, right? That's what she's saying, right? And I'm selling out shows, and because I'm great at what I do overseas, Norway, Oslo, some shit that you probably never achieve, right? And this is the re-up, so it's a drug reference there. You know what I'm saying? You better cop it while the cost is low. So it's a drug reference there, right? You better get it while the cost is low. But I think what she's saying is, you better make your money now while you can, because once I continue to get to a certain point, you ain't gonna be able to hang with me, is what I think she's saying there. Fire, let's keep it going. Shit, Nicki, damn.
Punchlines or flow, I have both in an empire also. Sell out shows out in Norway, Oslo. This is the re-up, better cop it while the course low. Flow sick, I'll slap a patient. I'm checking these bitches like an application. Cause these bitches tripping, no navigation. So it's off with your head, decapitation. Send them up in flames like a fireman. I do the hiring and I do the firing. That bullshit that you talk, I live it. And I'm calling the travel if you don't stay on your pivot, bitches.
Talk your shit. Woo! Yeah, she was talking her shit in this. Yeah, this is fire. This is fire. Yeah, going up in flames. Fire. No pun intended. Yeah. Yeah, that she laid that. They laid that. Yeah, that was fire. Dude, I thoroughly enjoyed that. She was talking her shit like she always do, you know what I'm saying? Just to finish it up here, man. Again, wordplay like a motherfucker. All the way through, she was killing it. Second verse was really dope with the wordplay. When we came off the Oslo, you know what I'm saying? Flow, Empire also. When we came off all that shit, and then she switched it up to the patient, right? That's the rhyme scheme, right? And the wordplay that she's gonna fuck with, right? Flow sick, I slap a patient. I'm checking these hoes like an application. Cause these bitches tripping, no navigation. So it's off with your head. Decapitation, right? It's just the fucking wordplay all the way through. What is she saying, right? That the sick flow, slap a patient, that's kind of like a play on illness, right? If you are sick, you know what I mean, and you're a patient in a hospital, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But she's basically saying, I check these hoes. I slap a bitch, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking these bitches like an application, right? You fill out an application, you know, for a job or whatever the case may be, a loan, whatever the case may be. I think that's kind of a double entendre there because when you check somebody, she's like, hey, you know, when you check somebody, obviously you're putting them in their place. We've talked about that before. But overall checking to make sure that they're solid in the game. You know what I mean? No ghost riders. You know what I'm saying? None of the cardinal rules that we take in high esteem in the fucking hip hop game. You know what I mean? You can't be doing none of that shit. You know what I mean? No ghost riders. You know what I'm saying? No fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be legitimate. So she's checking them. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that they're legit and they about their business, which I don't think she's ever. I don't think I can't think of anybody. I don't want to speak for Nicki, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that she would give credit to, you know what I'm saying, at this stage in her career, because this was back in, 2012, right? We established that. So after the decapitation line, then she switched it up to I send them up in flames like a fireman. Fireman is the new rhyme scheme, right? But she's also touching on the name of the song, Up in Flames, right? So I send them up in flames. I burn this bitch down, you know what I'm saying, like a fireman. You know, firemen put out fires and shit, right? I do the hiring and I do the firing, right? So she's wordplay again, you know, going back to the application scheme, right? I'm checking these bitches, like an application, right? You know what I'm saying? I do the hiring and the firing. So it's all cohesive, even though she's scheming with the wordplay, right? You know what I'm saying? Then she finished it up with the boss shit that you talk, I live that shit. well, I threw in that shit. She said, I live it, right? But I live that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm calling the travel if you don't stay on your pivot, bitches. You know what I'm saying? That was hard. The way she ended it was very finute. You know what I mean? It was very like, okay, this is I'm done with the fuckery. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done playing around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about their boss and they're making big money moves and all that shit. I really live that life. You know what I'm saying? I really live that shit. That boss shit you talk, I really live it. Again, going back up to the application scheme, right? Because we're talking about the hiring and the firing and the application, boss talk. That's all a scheme on being employed at a job, right? You know what I'm saying? And being a boss, you know what I mean? Being a owner, being a person that is a mogul, all that kind of shit. She's still on topic, still word playing the hell out of you. And then to just define the basketball. I love that she brings basketball references back around. You know what I mean? I love that because I can talk basketball all fucking day. I'm calling a travel if you don't stay on your pivot, right? And when you play basketball, you got one leg that you can't move. When you pick up your dribble, you can't move that one leg. You got to stay on your pivot. But what is she saying though? In the rap game, right? I'm gonna call a travel. I'm gonna call all the egregious shit that you do, ghostwriting or you know what I'm saying, plagiarizing, copying flows, and all that. I'm gonna call all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you up out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because when you call a travel in basketball, if you don't stay on your pivot, you got the ball switches hands. You lose that possession, right? And she's like, I'm gonna take that possession away from you. You know what I'm saying? Any of the fuckery that I see going on in this industry, I'm gonna call a travel on that shit. I'm gonna call a foul. I'm gonna call a technical or whatever to get you the fuck up out of here. I'm going to bring the light, the shit that you lack, so motherfuckers can see you not really about that game. Fire, man. Up in flames, man. That's another one. Nicki never disappoints, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep this going, man. Shout out to everybody that requested Up in flames. And I was going back through the fucking the comments and shit, and everybody's like, who the fuck said looking ass ain't hot? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, this is the shit, and I'm glad. I was like, okay, I saw a couple people request that shit is fire. Looking ass. If y'all haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. I did that before this one yesterday, because I think I'm gonna put this out today. So anyway, man, that's it, man. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys as always, man. More Nicki to come, more other things to come. I'm gonna go back to the R&B lounge. That's gonna come back. So we got big things on the horizon, man. I'm gonna ramp this bitch up. Hopefully I can do this full time and give you content like every day so you can look forward to your boy. So anyway, man, don't forget to like, subscribe. I love you guys, man. Till next time, I'm Ryan. Peace.